Hello and welcome to another manga spotlight. Today's series is Isekai Metaller, aka Another World Metaller by Kasuga Ryu. And this is a isekai series that just recently came out, or at least the translation just came out like 21 hours ago at the time of this recording. And this is not based off of a web novel or a light novel. This is a original manga series. And the best way to describe it would be if anyone remembers Brutal Legends, basically Japan's take on Brutal Legends. It's about a metalhead who gets transported to another world and uses his powers of metal to save the world. So, yeah, the basic premise here Alex, a devoted metalhead, finds himself in deep sorrow at his band's breakup concerts. Amidst the sadness, he experiences an electrical accident due to equipment trouble. When he wakes up, he discovers he has been transported to another world. In this new world, Alex encounters situations that are a metalhead's dream, featuring werewolves and dragons, which excite him immensely. Determined to lead the other world to peace with his metal spirit, Alex sets out on an adventurous journey. So, yeah, we have our main character. His name is Alex, and when we first start off, we see him confronting a dragon. And then we cut to what happened to get to that point. So, take place in Tokyo. Alex is a metalhead. Not only is he a huge fan of heavy metal music, but he is actually in a heavy metal band. And so, of course, he dresses all out in heavy metal gear. And a lot of people, they see him and they think he's like a ruffian. For example, he sees some guy and the guy starts freaking out. But it turns out Alex is not even staring at him. He's staring at the can of soda on the floor. And so he picks it up and puts it away because he's recycling it. And some cops come up to him and basically question him, ask him like what he does for a living and what does he want and stuff like that. Because again, he looks shady. So they're stopping him to see what's going on. 15 minutes of this interview goes by and he continues on his way. And then he gets stopped by another police officer. And basically he just keeps getting stopped by officers and interrogated as he's on his way to his band meeting. And eventually they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? You're late. I told you to do something about your hair. He's like, but man, like I'm a heavy metal enthusiast. Like I love the heavy metal aesthetic. I have to have the long hair. I have to have the jackets and the spikes and all that stuff. Like that's just the kind of person I am. And his band basically is like, how long do you want to keep doing this? And of course, Alex is like, forever. Like Alex's dream is to unite the entire world through metal. He wants to bring about world peace through metal music. Lofty goal, but hey, I mean, you do you. But his band decides, like, you know what, we don't want to do this anymore. So they decide to quit. And they decide to quit in the middle of a concert. But yeah, so Alex is bummed out because he's like, all right, well, my dream of becoming a heavy metal musician is starting to escape my grasp. And so he starts playing like a sad tune on his guitar for the crowd. And we just kind of get like a brief history of him where as a boy he was timid. His parents would always constantly fight each other and just get into arguments. Even when he tried to like make friends, people just thought he had like a creepy face. So no one wanted to deal with him. And eventually he heard metal music on the radio and it just like inspired him. And he decided to scrounge up whatever money he can, buy a guitar and just practice and set his dream of world peace through metal. And so he's playing this music at this concert when there's this electric short circuits and he gets electrocuted. And when he wakes up, there's this beautiful witch in front of him, or spellcaster, whatever class you want to call her as, and a bunch of other weird characters, like a wolf man with a patch and some humans. And rather than freaking out, Alex is like super excited. Like he stares at the werewolf and he's like, the famous Bark at the Moon CD by Metal King Ozzy Osbourne. Oh my god, it's a werewolf, just like the album cover. So he just basically kind of explains like who he is. Like he just says, my name is Alex and I have no idea how I got here. So they're like, oh, maybe he's an otherworlder. Well, let's do a appraisal skill on him and see, what's he about. And it just says Alex, human, metal musician. And they're like, what the hell is that? We have no idea what a metal musician is. And Alex is like, metal music artists are people who are passionate about metal music. And they're like, okay, that doesn't help us at all because we have no idea what metal music is. But they're like, all right, whatever. Like, you can join us for now, even though you look kind of shady. And so we have as I said, the werewolf guy, he's a beastman. His name is Tyriel. We have the mage. Her name is Lizzie. And I wonder if that name is supposed to be based off of Lizzie Borden, the band. Because we have two other characters. We have Lee, who is a merchant, and then we have David, who's a human warrior. And I'm like, all right, Lee and David, is that supposed to be David Lee Roth? Yeah, there's a lot of like metal references in here. But he's like, all right, sweet. I'll join you guys and I'll see what I can do. And that's when they get attacked by this giant, almost Cerberus creature. Only it has 2 heads instead of 3, and it's a level 29 beast. And so Lizzie sets up a barrier spell to try to protect them as this beast is like shooting fireballs at them. And that's when David and Lee decide, all right, let's make a run for it. And Alex is like, wait, what about the girl? Like, she's putting up a barrier to protect us. Maybe we should attack the creature while it's focused on her. Why are we running away? And the humans are like, well, she's weak. The only thing she's good for is bait. So why don't we use this chance to escape? And then we see Lizzie, and Alex is like, I can't do that. Like, I can't just abandon this girl, especially like when she's her powers are starting to run out. Like, she can't keep this barrier up for too long. Eventually, it drops, and the beast is about to kill her. When Alex, like, for some reason, he just has this instinct to play the guitar. So he starts just rocking on this guitar and starts shredding it. And all of a sudden, a thunder spell erupts from the guitar, hits the beast, and kills it. And everyone's just like completely shocked. Like, what the hell happened? He's like, wow, like something came out of my guitar. Like the sound echoed, sounded kind of like thunder. It's not even plugged into an amplifier. I don't know how that happened. And they're just like confused, like, how were you able to use magic? I thought you were just a metal musician. Maybe we should check your stats again. So they check his stats again, and they find out that Alex is a metal musician, and he's level 999. So he's like pretty much godly. And so that's how the chapter ends. So yeah, that's the first chapter of Isekai Metaller. And I was like, all right, this is cool. Like, I love the character of Alex. I love the fact that he's just like gung-ho for this, because these characters, like, they're going to try to fight an evil dragon, and he jumps right on board because he's like, wow, dragons, like, I see those on metal covers all the time. Like, I can't believe I'm actually going to see one in real life. He sees like the beastkin, and he's just like, wow, you're just like the cover of Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne. Like, this is awesome. And so I guess now he's going to try to use his dream of world peace through metal music in this world, where he can actually use his guitar to fight beasts and monsters and things like that. So yeah, this is just a heavy metal fan who gets transported to another world and uses the power of heavy metal to fight monsters. So I thought it was pretty cool. It's just the first chapter. It just came out, but I thought this was a pretty awesome start, especially since there's like just a lot of isekai stories out there. I mean, a lot of them. I've covered a lot of them on here as well on this channel, but there's just way more. It's like every week there's like 5 different isekai series that debut, and they're all kind of just boring for the most part. There are a lot of isekais that I follow. Some of them are really good, some of them are really stupid, but they just are entertaining, so I keep reading them. But this is very unique. It's not your typical loser gets transported to another world, develops a slave harem, and has some like cheat ability that doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, a healer that can shapeshift their body using healing spells. Like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. This is a metal dude gets transported to another world with his guitar, and when he plays his guitar, he can cast spells. So this is like a bard mage metal fanatic using the power of metal to fight monsters. That's awesome. I love that idea. So I'll leave a description down below where you can read it for yourself. Like I said, it's just the first chapter. At the time of this recording, maybe there might be another chapter by the time this video comes out. Or maybe there won't be. Maybe this is a monthly series. I don't know. But I'll leave a link down where you can read it and where you can follow it if you so choose to. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. Pretty good start. I'm very interested to see where this goes. But I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, Thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.